Wow, that was easy with this new phone. I can't believe it. Unbelievable. Just hit go live. This is amazing, actually. Let's see. Orientation is locked. Rotate. Okay, I'm not on camera anyway. Let's see if this thing is actually going live. So we'll wait a few minutes and see if I'm actually live. I don't normally use the phone to do any kind of live streaming here. I should have waited, actually, to a more appropriate time, actually. Well, we got a lot of shit happening. Rick Shaw has bone cancer. Oh, okay. Here we go. We are actually live. Well, that was easy. Just hit go live. I mean, never could do that on my other phone. I could never do that. This is my first live show in a very long time. And I thought I'd try it out on my phone here. And just like that, boom, boom, boom. Just like that, it went on. I never could do this with my other phone. Always on my computer to do this. Well, I thought a live stream, although I'm not on camera, I just don't really feel like. I thought a live stream was actually necessary. We got so many things happening on YouTube. God, you got court cases, you got people dying. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Now, Fazio is supposedly dead. I guess I'll have to buy that story. I can't see anybody. Well, I could see people being that cruel to say that somebody died when they didn't. It's not that it would be the first time. It's not that it'll be the last time. After all, this is YouTube. You can't believe half the shit that's actually on here. I think you could understand what I'm talking about with that. Anyway, let's see. Thanks for a thumbs up here. Yeah, my first live, I'm just basically testing out this phone. I know this is a lousy time to come on. We'll try to do another live at a more appropriate time. But I wanted to come on here and just kind of go over a few things here. It goes to show you about life. I mean, life is a challenge, and what you do with your life is going to affect you in so many ways. How you take care of yourself or don't take care of yourself, and what you say to other people can definitely affect you, as you obviously are, well, have knowledge of what's going on. You know, I'm even surprised myself that I'm even on YouTube at this point. I've said that probably 300 times in my so-called illustrious career on YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised. Because quite frankly, it's a hobby for me, but it's a good way of kind of sharing with people, if they're the right people. There are bouts of envy, there are bouts of jealousy, there's just people that just don't get it, and they go along with other people, even though they don't have a clue what's actually really going on, but that's kind of like what it's all about. Let me see now. I don't see any comments here, and I gotta see if there's something I gotta press here. Okay, live chat. Okay, live chat. Okay. All right, good. Yeah, I know I'm on at a really lousy time here. Apologize for that. I just happened to be fucking with the phone, and I was able to see that on the phone, at least, I could go live, and kind of surprised the shit out of me that it was that easy on this phone, where it was never even a possibility on my other phone. Strictly was my laptop. That's how it went live. Yeah. So, Rick Shaw with his bone cancer, I definitely feel for him, because hopefully he gets that under control, because bone cancer is no easy journey. With treatment and beyond, it's just not a good thing at all. And I guess the news is that I have no reason not to believe it at this point about Michael Thomas Fazio. Yeah, I kind of knew something was going to happen. You know, he probably had sepsis or something. His blood probably was so infected. Was this a preventable thing? Yeah, I kind of think it was. I kind of think it could have been preventable. I honestly do. Doesn't change the fact of what happened. If he's gone, he's gone. And by his own doing or faith or whatever, I don't know. Life is funny that way. I don't know. I predicted something would happen with him, because he's gone through a lot of health issues, and the obesity didn't help him at all. I don't think it helped one bit. It all adds up. Oh, how you doing? Timeline tours. Yeah, it's kind of strange to go live again. We'll try to do some lives as a change. I haven't done that for quite a while. But with the new phone, I can you know, I can even be more mobile, which actually helps. Yeah, he had a great sense of humor, that's for sure. He definitely did. He was very entertaining. But you have to understand, I have a situation with that. I had a situation with this guy that was pretty serious, and well, it's not a problem anymore. But I hope he goes to a good place, and if there is such thing as that, I hope that he found peace in his life. And you got to understand me, I still get a little skeptical because you hear so much bullshit on here. It's really hard to believe anybody on here anymore. Now, if this is an elaborate scam, which I'm thinking it's not, but if this is an elaborate scam, that's a pretty cruel one, I must say that. That would be awfully cruel by anybody's standards, you know. Timeline to this community of expats skews older. It's inevitable people will pass. Well, what was that old saying? All things must pass or will pass. Something to that. I'm surprised they even had 7 to 9 people on here. I'm actually surprised at this hour. As I said, apologize for the quick. All of a sudden, I'm doing a live stream. I didn't plan a time on this. I was just playing with the phone. And that's all I was doing. I said, go live. I said, what? I was not able to do this with the other phone. Quite incredible. Yeah, me and Michael Fazio have quite a history, and I don't want to go into that again. If he did pass, let him pass in peace. And hopefully, I don't know who's handling the arrangements. Whether Daisy is, or what the hell is going on with that. I really don't know. I have no idea. But please understand me. I get skeptical because there's been so much bullshit on YouTube and so many lies, and that it's really hard to believe that the unsinkable Molly Brown has sunk. It's kind of a hard thing to swallow to a point, because I knew where this was heading for a long time, actually. And he really didn't take care of himself very well. But we're not going to do a show to knock his downfalls. The fact is, the man's supposedly dead. So if he is, well, if you could find a kind thought about him, if you could find one. Mrs. Heminger, where the hell have you been? Jesus Christ, really? Mrs. Heminger is blessing my channel. My gosh. Yeah, rest in peace, Michael. Well, I tried to remedy some things with me and Michael numerous times. To no avail, really. Well, it seemed okay for a while, but we weren't jumping on each other. But, things change. But I have to be really honest with you. What is he, 68? I'm actually very surprised. Yes, he was, Patrick. The things he did on the side. But we're not going to try to in this show, we're not going to try to emphasize his past doings. He's gone, if that's really the case. You keep on hearing me say that. I don't know. Somebody on, I just got to notice that somebody might be, I don't know. I don't want to dwell on this. Okay. Well, here we are, actually live. I'm outside right now, obviously, so yeah, I'm not on camera at the moment, obviously. I don't want to dwell on the negative, really, right now. When somebody passes on, they passes on. It's over. And anything that's happened in the past, well, it's past, and there's not much you can do about it. Miss Heminger says, I don't understand why he didn't marry Daisy when he needed her for the hotel anyways. If he wasn't building a hotel, why was he buying all that equipment? I really don't know. Who could ever answer those kind of questions with him? I don't know about a house in New York. Hello. We are actually live, folks. We haven't done this for a long. There's that many people on here right now at this time, to be honest with you. Yes, we are live. We are live. As I said, if you're just tuning in, I was not able to do this with my other phone, just on my computer. I had decided not to do any lives, and well, here I am anyway. I'm doing it because I accidentally came on the live button on here. It was that simple. I'm not even monetized, really. That's why I'm surprised I'm even live, truthfully, to be honest with you. I don't remember how this shit goes because I haven't been doing a live for quite a long time. Yeah, Frank is live, baby. So much going on. You know, we got a lot of people.
Go inside.
All right, come on,
This is
dog.
the little kitten there outside.
There's a little kitten there.
Yeah, that's why the dogs want to
They were not. The kitten was in our yard.
other yard.
I smell something terrible there too. Did you smell that smell? Like a dead smell or something? Yeah, there's a smell coming from that yard. Anyway, excuse me here. Okay, who's on here? Am I feeling sad? Lukewarm? I'm just indifferent. That's the only word I could find that I could only use on here. Okay, you want honesty? His passing was expected by me. That's why it's not hitting me, because his passing was absolutely expected. Well, sick grandpa. Look who's aboard here. How are you doing, Ricky? You know, Ricky, I hate to say this. You're on the list. You know, you're not taking care of yourself, but we're not going to go into that. We're not going to go into that. I could if I wanted to, but I'm going to give you a break today, and I'm not even going to block you. I'm not even going to block you. Yeah. Well, you know, Ricky, your lifestyle is not conducive to living very long. But maybe you really don't give a shit. And somehow I really don't think you do. You're very haphazard with your life. You shouldn't be drinking. You got high blood pressure. You're taking several medications. And you are overweight. So you're going to find yourself on the same path as Michael Fazio. I hate to tell you that. But, yeah, okay. Bobby McGee says Foz made many enemies. Patrick Glenn says, who do you think will die next due to karma or obesity? Probably Ricky. Yeah, I might outlive. Who the hell knows? Well, if I keep smoking, I might be in line somewhere myself. Okay. No, but I've got a good bill of health. As many of you know, I made a trip to Baguio and I picked up something as a virus that turned bacterial, and I got on antibiotics. The first round was not good. I needed more of what they call a broad spectrum, and I've recovered from this very well. I'm so happy about that. It was pretty bad, really. Heminger says, Frank, so what is the cause of his death? I think it's sepsis, is what I think it is. I think his blood became very toxic between his leg situation and that thing on his leg. It was kind of like an edema, you know, is what I'm thinking. And he could have had some kind of a clotting, but there's a good chance that it was sepsis, that his blood, it just went to every organ in his body. That's what I'm thinking, without really knowing, you know. Yes, I think so, with Western medicine. Well, if he went and seen the proper doctor and everything. No, you're thinking of Rickshaw with the bones. I don't know if it got into his bones. It's quite possible. The other thing is, too, do you remember every time he had pain, he was always taking ibuprofen? But he didn't just take ibuprofen. I mean, he took ibuprofen, a lot of it per day. And that will fuck up your liver major. And his liver, I'm 100% sure he had what they call fatty liver. Okay. Anybody who has any kind of a belly, even me, I have a little bit of a belly, is going to have a little bit of a fatty liver, and that's going to interfere with your liver functions. If you got a big belly, you know, like Rick and people like that, and like Fazio did, yeah, that's definitely going to affect. Shit, I don't want to bring this guy up, but I went to that court hearing. And, yeah, and Jack Thompson died too, right? On seeing a real physician instead of spending a couple of bucks on a local, you know, witch doctor or something, whatever he saw. The same guy that kind of pushed him into, yeah, what you're doing with your diet is perfectly fine. No, it wasn't perfectly fine. Sick Grandpa says, I sent a trike driver to find out Mrs. Hemi, so we will know the truth. Well, we'll find out. Heminger says, Frank, is it possible Jack Thompson and Fazio faked their deaths together? You know what? On YouTube, anything and everything is possible. You got to forgive me. I'm just taking a little, you know, back step on all of this, okay? It's not that it's impossible that happened to Fazio. You know, it wasn't improbable. I mean, he was heading on a path of destruction from many years ago, okay? Even Rickshaw, I followed him for a little bit. I didn't watch him religiously, but he was always having problems. Now he's facing the biggest challenge of his life. And I'm not going to get on his ass for e-begging or anything like that. He's got a situation going on there. Yes, he's got medical care through the government, but you know, there's going to be other expenses he needs. He's got the kids in mind, the wife, whatever. You know, Jack just happened to die three days earlier, like Jesus of Fazio. Timeline Tour says, Paul, the till is always open on Sick Grandpa's channel. Mrs. Heminger says, this is like a metaphor where Jack is the Jesus of Fazio dying 3 days before Fazio. I don't know. Wow, we got 21 people here at this time of day. I'm actually shocked. I'm actually shocked. So I hear the kids playing in the background there in the street. As far as like how do I feel about Fazio dying, the question's been asked. I told you I'm kind of, I don't know if that's the right word, indifferent. You know, considering everything that he's done to me, I just don't feel anything. I really don't. I just, I expect it. Look, maybe it's because I fully expected it. I thought it was going to be last year, to be honest with you. I thought during his diet situation, I thought it was going to be in 2023, but I was fooled. Daisy sending pictures out? Are you serious? Well, Filipinos do that. I mean, I don't think that's a wonderful thing to do, to tell you the truth. They did that with Mike Kaysen. Filipinos like to display bodies. Heminger said, I can vouch. Some people I know have said they were sent a picture of his body in the hospital. All right, so I'm taking it that he died in the hospital. That's the story we're going with here, right? In the hospital, is that correct? Heminger says, I haven't seen him myself, but can confirm. Some others have told me they got the picture. Paul A. says, Daisy May is working on her Tinder profile. She's working on her Tinder. He died and she's working on her Tinder profile? What? Okay. I'm not sure what that really means. He took a lot of abuse from him. You gotta understand that too. Well, what's there to loot is his house, really. Rusted tools. Unless he's got a little cash sachet or something that's hidden somewhere in a toolbox or something around there. But this was inevitable. I mean, it was. How could you not see it? I saw that a long time ago. I go by his diet. I go by how long he's been obese. And I think he's been on blood pressure medication. I would not be surprised if he was diabetic. Gabriel says that Daisy is going to loot his house. Paul A. says, will Ricky be taking over the build of the hotel? Well, I guess, what happens with Ricky on the case if Fazio died? Does that mean the case is over? Or if this is the Republic of the Philippines against Ricky, does that mean, well, Ricky, how do you come in on this one? Is the Republic going to still pursue the case against you? That's a good question. I got 30 people here. I can't believe that. On my phone even. Jesus Christ, really? I never do this on my phone. Okay, that's cool. Case will be closed. Is that how that works, Bobby McGee? Well, Ricky should be feeling some relief then, huh? Oh, it's a civil case, Ricky said. Fazio versus Ricky. Okay. No, it's not a win, Gabriel. Why, because Fazio died? So they will drop it then, Ricky said. Okay. Fazio probably wouldn't fake his death because he has that case coming up. Well, that's one way of looking at it. And I've heard that about Gogo Bobo's sister. We'll lose them. They're dropping like flies. Question is, who's next? Hopefully not me, but I'm doing very well. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have diabetes. And contrary to all the bullshit on here, I don't have any COPD. You know, thank goodness for that. I'm okay. Sick Grandpa says, my lawyer said that Fazio said was going to get 0. Nah, that was a possibility, and you can't blame a man for trying, can you? I may go on camera a little bit here, I'm not sure. I'm looking like shit right now. Has there been any real confirmation? I haven't had real confirmation. That's why I told you I'm kind of a little bit stepped back on this thing, okay? I don't have any information on this. But I just can't see how John Blaze or whatever would go that, well, he could go that low. He's gone low before. Go that low on here to say that somebody died like that when they didn't die. So I mean it's you know, it's possible that Blaze can go that low. It's absolutely It's absolutely possible. Nothing really phases me here on YouTube. You got to understand that with me. Nothing phases me at all on here. Jesus Christ, I don't believe you're here or something. I mean, I don't know, man. I know what to say about half these fucking people on here. They're all fucking bozo. They're all freaking bozo as far as I'm concerned. Okay, hold on. We're gonna try something. Okay. And can I turn this around? This thing is kind of funky. I gotta find a way to operate this. What the hell? I can't turn this around. Okay, here we go. Okay, so, man, we are live and we are on camera here. Yeah, I don't know. I'd like to see some tangible proof. I would like to see some proof. That's all I ask, is see some proof. And then I'll believe it, because there's so much bullshit that goes on here. I think you can understand where I'm coming from. Let me sit over here. Okay. I'm sorry, maybe the lighting isn't as good, but it's a more comfortable position for me. Glenn says Daisy May boyfriend is somewhere. Somewhat glad that Fozzie is no longer a burden. Miss Heminger says, Frank, I get pictures of the body. I'll make sure you're the first to see it. Bobby McGee says, it will all come out in the next 24 hours. I'm sure it will. Okay. Well, look, we're not going to celebrate somebody's death. I mean, you know, you might be indifferent or just don't give a fuck about the person, but death is very final. I think if you've done something wrong to somebody, you should suffer, because death is too an easy way out with some people. You got to have a little bit of suffering. That's what I think. All right, I heard Scott Del Fuego was in the Philippines recently, and that's why Fazio was off YouTube. Frank, call the hospital. Anybody want to take a really good guess on this one? Put it out. I'll know whether you're right or wrong, because I do know something. Anyway, no, we're not gonna celebrate. I'm not anyway. I'm not gonna celebrate his death if he actually did. You keep on hearing me say, if indeed he did die. Okay, that's just kind of where I'm at right now. Could be an elaborate hoax. It might not be, but like I said, he was heading in this direction. There was no doubt about that. No doubt. It's Peckerwood. If it's not Peckerwood, closely connected. Old dog? Well, I'm not sure what his medical stuff is. He's my age. Do I look like I'm ready to go? In fact, I'm pretty pissed. I weighed myself on 175.45. Yeah. And I got to get my weight down to more comfortably about 169, 170. Oh yeah, since I made that trip to Baguio, since I made this trip to Cebu, and I went to a buffet, I was chowing down like Leroy Brown, man. Damn. Yeah, one thing I'm not is frail. I am not frail. I laugh at that every time I hear that. But I'll tell you what, I was in that court, and I don't want to go into him. Speaking of frail, but a belly that was covered by his jacket. And he was all bent over like this when he was walking out. That's all I'm going to say about that, okay? Ricky said, your lady wasn't looking good on your anniversary. Well, I didn't hear Ricky say that. Don't matter what he thinks. Heminger says, Brevis and Bama and John Blaze aren't trustworthy, but the fact he hasn't made a public comment in 12 days points as to, well, it is quite really unusual for Fazio to not be doing something on there or updating his community page, which he always does. Even if he don't do a show, he might update it with something on there. Okay. So there's a good possibility this is indeed a reality. We got 33 watching. It could be a reality. Yeah, it could be. Brevis is supposed to be in the know, so why doesn't Brevis know what's going on? He's always in the know, or he tries to be in the know, but maybe not. this time, you know. Yeah. Uh, well, you know, the turtle, he, he's on the list. I think I know who it is, but this will all soon be figured out by Ricky Drama. He may just be tired or sick. Here comes the siren. This is the saluting of Michael Fazio's death, February 2024. Goodbye, sir. Hope you find peace in the afterlife. Okay, sick grandpa. Somewhat, at your height, you should be 118, 45 pounds. I'm what? Oh, I'm not obese. I'll tell you who's obese. Dude, if I was 118 to 145 pounds, I'd look like Barry. Well, not considering he's got an Oreo stomach now, but I saw it. He said I wasn't looking at him. I checked him out, you know. My lawyers just said, don't get into any confrontation with him, and I didn't. That's all it was. Anyway, let's see. I didn't serve in any branch. Frank, how could you make a light of someone potentially dying? And it just doesn't seem real good to think about that. Make light? Make light of something? No, I don't make light of it, okay? I don't make light of it at all. He's entertained me for a lot of years, you gotta understand that. Not in a good way. You just don't know our history and what he did to me. Almost as bad as the other guy that's sitting in jail. You just don't understand our history, how involved he was with something and what he did behind the sidelines. You have no clue. So sorry if I'm not, I don't have any tears coming out of my eyes. That's just not going to happen. Okay, look it up. Your BMI. Dude, if I was 118 to 145 pounds, I would be scrawny as shit. You can't go by those guides because it has to do with your own, how big your frame is and everything else. Do I think Barry will be home by the 4th of July? No, I don't. JD says, big ups to Ricky's historic 5XL safety vest and hard hat that walk at Angeles City, Walking Street. Yeah, gotta love it. Okay, love whatever you want. Ricky, watch it. You're on that list, buddy. If Frank was even 130, he would look super malnourished with ribs showing. Yeah, of course, man. That's not normal for me. Jesus Christ, I know I gained weight. I just weighed myself this morning. I'm over 175 pounds. I'm very comfortable at 160 to 170. But I pigged out over the holidays, over the trip, over my recent Cebu trip and going to Vikings and pigging out. Yeah. No, 130, then you could say I'm frail. My body frame would just not jive at 130 pounds. I would look like an Auschwitz victim, like Barry, Although these days with the Oreos, he's got a big old belly that's sticking out, and he was hiding it with his black jacket. He thought I didn't check him out. I did. I certainly did. Okay, let's see. Ricky, are you giving Frank a slap too? I don't think he wants to go there. Heminger says, Michael died 2-4. Wait, I can't. The messages are going by. 2424, 10 a.m. at Galaris Hospital, Bohol, from the infection in his foot. That's quite possible. No, yeah, Vikings is not 5-star. I never thought it was. It's just a buffet we decided to go to. No, they have better ones too than that. I wasn't that satisfied with their food. I wanted to be eating a lot of shomai. Shomai. I had some beef and it wasn't that great. Bruce Monroe, speaking of ribs, Ricky, can you shoot over another order of ribs to Barry in the big house? Justin Studer. Hello, Justin Studer. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Frank's first live stream in a very, very long time. Yeah, Kevin lost weight, but he's had a lot of abuse to his body from all the years of drinking, from all the years of being obese. That affects your heart. The biggest killer is heart, and it has to do with arteriosclerosis. We all have it since maybe 40 years old, even younger, according to what your diet is. Every one of us does. I have it. I know that, of the aorta. It's normal. I asked the doctor about it because I did go for imaging. He said that it's not something to worry about because we all get that. And I do a lot of things, trying to help my HDL levels and all that stuff to kind of keep it in check. So I'm probably okay. Vikings is more than experience. It's a fun one-time thing. Food. They were singing somebody's birthday and they made an event out of it. All these overweight people that was just dancing around there and I'm in heaven, and they're eating everything in sight to get their money's worth. Everything in sight. Didn't Nico say you look frail or that you couldn't? No, Nico didn't said that. He basically said, in so many words, not paraphrasing, that I look good for my age. That's what he said. Vikings is only a thing because birthday boy or girl gets a free meal. You're correct on that. Yes, you are. Miss Eminger says, poor Fazio, he was too arrogant to realize he was dying and blamed it on mosquito bite. No, it was no mosquito bite that killed him. No, he had major problems with his legs and feet for a lot of years, guys. This has been going on for a very, very, 38 watching here. This has been going on for a very long time. I knew it was going to happen. It was just inevitable, man. He was too cheap to spend the money on proper testing. Remember I said about hyperbaric treatment? That at the time would have helped him. But when he went on this diet, he ate, by the way, because his age and everything else and his shape, he would not have survived if he ate nothing at all for 50 days. I'm sorry, but no, he ate. But his immune system was definitely challenged from what he was doing, which didn't help his situation at all. Okay, Bobby McGee says Fazio was always the smartest person in the room in his mind. Yeah, he actually was. He thought he was anyway. Again, can somebody look up that hospital and find out? Someone gave a hospital name and when he died. Can somebody look it up and actually verify that? Okay. Well, as I said, we don't have a great history. I will tell you that. We don't have a great history. Okay, who do we got here? Samuel, is your girlfriend really have 8 kids? And that what you were looking for when you were looking online? Yeah, she does have 8 kids. Not living here. We have 2 of her youngest ones here. Nothing unusual about that with Filipinas at all. Sometimes they have more than that. I'm shocked that someone who believed in flat earth and secrets of the dollar bill didn't understand medical issues. No, he was not very privy to medical issues. Josh Juarez jumps aboard here. I'm going with Mrs. Hemi, the facts of the time and date of his death. Okay, I'm just going to make the assumption that that's real. Okay. Bobby McGee says Mrs. H gave the time of death, so he must have good intel. Well, anybody could come up with a time. Okay, look, I'm just leaving that 1% doubt on here. That's all I'm doing. Just leave that 1% doubt. Okay. Philippines and beyond. Well, look who's here. Well, Jerry, what's hanging there, Jerry? We are actually live. This is real. It's not Memorex. We are live. I'm saying your name, Jerry. Jerry. Okay. Oh my God, it's the fairy, Josh Juarez says. It's the fairy. What do you say about the Fazio's death there, Jerry? Fairy will try to hijack Fazio's death. Guy has no decency. Oh. Mr. Fairy to you, right? That's what Jerry says, Mr. Fairy. In other words, show me some respect. That's funny. Okay. You don't want to answer that one. It's a hard question to answer. Fazio has entertained people for a very long time, even me. There were times that he actually made me belly laugh, in fact. But it can't change the fact of what he did behind the scenes in regards to me. It was pretty brutal. I will tell you that. It was brutal. Daisy may start beating on pots and pans. No, I think Barry's going to be doing that now. He's getting desperate for money. Bobby McGee says he has no shame. That fairy guy. Philippine, to be honest, says, hasn't been. Well, they're saying a time of death in the hospital, so if you just want to scroll on here, you could probably look that up and find out yourself. Just say you're a relative or something like that. Okay? And find out for yourself and confirm it. You can do that. I'm not going to bother, but... No, I don't have 8 kids. No, I don't have 8 kids. None of them are mine. I have 2 of her children that live here. The other children are pretty much grown up in jobs or going to college or whatever, you know. They're out in the Cebu area. Well, I'm supposed to have AED, so how could I have a lot of man juice? According to the mantis, I have ED according to him. Somebody wrote this thing down a long time ago on a phony fucking, yeah. Well, I don't know, man. She's satisfied, so if she's satisfied, I guess I'm doing good. So, what can I say? Man juice. Message held for review. Oh. Let's view this. Nah, fuck it. I don't want to look at that. Well, we get everybody showing. 37 people in here, man? Tomorrow we all will yellows. We could do that. I could even accommodate that, too. Follow the yellow brick road. Well, he's an unusual man. I think we've all come to that agreement on there. How about a little thumbs up on here, folks? Come on, we got a first live show in a long time. Spare the thumbs up on this broadcast. We got 36, 37 strong on this puppy. Talking about me? What does that mean? Where have you been holding? Hiding? I've been doing shows. They've been uploads. 40 strong. We got 5 thumbs up. Can we spare a little bit more on that, folks? We got a live show going on here finally. We haven't done this for a long time. I will continue to do that if I get the support on here. So, something to think about. Besides, I'm really tired of these uploads. I got the lousiest internet in the world. It could take a couple of hours sometimes on one upload. It's horrible. So is it true when you said your girlfriend has crusty? That's cruel. You know what's going to happen with you, right? You really. What better time to make an appearance? Yeah, I guess coming together. I'm going to eat something light tonight. God. I'm thinking that he did. That was not confirmed, but I know he had high blood pressure. The diabetes, not confirmed, but suspected by me. You want a shout out? When you're showing up on here, you don't need a shout out. Hello, William. I've heard stuff about John Doe too. I mean, you know, you gotta understand, a lot of people that come on here are basically seniors, and as part of the cycle of life, you know, sometimes things go wrong, or they just expire, you know, their lifestyle and everything else. I mean, I'm not going to live forever. Nobody is. And you don't have to be my age to have some kind of problems. You could be half my age and still pass away from any damn thing, truthfully. I don't know. We're still trying to figure that out, William. You know, someone didn't give a name of the hospital and the time he died and all that shit. From an infection, it was for probably sepsis. I'm thinking it was sepsis. Is he in a nursing home? John Doe? He's the one that came up with the dog-faced cockroach that we all enjoyed. That description of, you know who. The dog-faced cockroach. Come on with the thumbs up, folks. Show a little support for our live stream here. There's no money involved here. You've seen him on the LGBTO channel. I don't know about that. Come on, let's not exaggerate things on here, but nothing would surprise me. Okay, JD says, Frank, your channel is at its best when you do those topical, philosophical type videos, the ones that tell a story and life lessons. Those are the good ones. I enjoy those. I'm going to probably continue doing that. Yeah. Elite tactical high risk war machines. I have no idea what. Well, I don't know. How are they going to transport the backhoe? That's a big deal. You can get a few bucks for that. If Michael Fazio did die, Daisy would be the likely one to get the tools. If there's anything worthwhile that works or they rusted out so bad. You just found out the cause of his death? Okay, what was it? You got new intel on Fazio's death. Okay, well, do tell. It wasn't exactly what you think. Okay, well, what was it then? If something happened to you, would you want Gilda to date another expat? No, not an expat. She's got to go on with her life. We got blood infection. Probably sepsis. Well, yeah, it's a blood infection. The staph got in his blood, like I said. It was an infection, like sepsis, you know. Staph infections could kill you if it gets in your blood system and gets all to your metabolics, you know. From what little medical knowledge I have, an amputation would save you, maybe. It's according how far it spread. It's according how far it spread. Daisy is opening the John Blaze Hotel. Mrs. Hemringer says, so not from diabetes. Maybe not. Anyway, we got a lively channel for this time of day, I must absolutely say. Yeah, I might want to change location here. Okay, staff. Well, look, guys, his living conditions was not very conducive to a very healthy lifestyle. You know, he barely had clean water, hardly had water. I don't think the guy bathed very often. And he had bugs, roaches in there, termites. His toilet was right near where he prepared food. He ate a lot of pork. Pork contains a lot of parasites. His diet consisted of a lot of pork. Is that your pet cow? What are you talking about? Who's this elite tastical? I had a stroke trip to pronounce. Philippine Beyond says, you still broke working at the salon? Who are you talking about working at a salon? Doxycycline hydrate twice a day. The only way to treat staph. Even with that, it's damn hard to get rid of it. Yeah, I disagree. Living in a shack and shitting in a bucket is the height of his 5-star living. That Zappadoodah says, or whatever. William says cooking next to the toilet bowl is not a good idea. No, it's absolutely not. Oh, you're talking to Heminger. Well, you know, this is something that we absolutely have to talk about because, let's face it, Fazio is an integral part of the YouTube genre here. Good or bad. If Fazio had a partial view of Rocky Beach, that trumps everything. Yeah, it did. It is possible to have antibiotic resistance. Well, that's if you've been on a lot of antibiotics and it's not just working with your body and you got to find the right antibiotic. For example, for this chest infection I had, he gave me a 3-day, wasn't like a broad spectrum type, and it didn't do anything. So he switched me to something else, which I took for 7 to 10 days, and that did the trick. So, yeah, that's a rating cats of dogs. That's why it's important to have great hygiene in the tropics. So you really have to. You really, really have to. At least shower once a day, you know. Even once a day. You know. Now we got 41 strong on here. How about some more thumbs up, folks? You spared me 9. We are live, baby. Get the thumbs up. We are live. If you want me to continue to go live in the future, thumbs up. I got nothing to gain here. There's no money involved here. This is just supporting the fact that I'm going live. It's easier for us to talk to each other, and it makes things, you know, we could actually share in live time, in real time. Wasn't Daisy engaged to some dude? And yeah, she was. She certainly was. While, you know, Fazio never knew about that. He denied all that, you know. He acted like he knew this the whole time, but he really didn't know it the whole time. Yeah. I introduced a photo of him, of this guy with her, looking very cozy, sitting at the end of a bed. And that sent him into a total tailspin. You go into Badlands. Okay, Mr. Elite Tactical High Risk War Machine. You guys come up with the damnedest fucking names on here. Let's get them numbers up, folks. We are live as compared to being dead. Okay. Gabriel Larson says there was a rumor that Daisy never allowed Fazio to sleep with her. I might back that up and say that's a possibility. Yeah. It was an arrangement, yes. I believe it was. Yeah, I think it was an arrangement. She was like a caretaker to him in a way. She'd run errands for him and do kind of different stuff, you know. What do I think is wrong with Tim K's face? I don't know. He's got an acne problem or something. His collagen needs replacement or something. No, he's never kissed her on a stream. I've never seen him do that. Have you guys ever seen Fazio kiss her on a stream? They were the Sonny and Cher of their times, guys. They were the Sonny and Cher. I'm gonna walk around or something here. Wow. I might lose signal. It's according where I go with this house. Frank was walking really stiff or something. I was walking very stiff in my engagement, my anniversary video. I certainly was. Because I was sitting in a position, actually on a trike, and my back was hitting this metal bar behind there, and that hurt like shit. Okay, on the check, but you could see it made Daisy uncomfortable. Yeah, I think it did. Let's see the crown molding. Imagine living in the Philippines and having a hard time pulling women. Well, some people just, they don't get it, they don't have it, and they just, I don't know. I gotta walk around here a little bit, but, hold on a minute. I didn't say I wanted to stop streaming. A little message came up here. Looks like Frank's can get to 50 today. No, we went up to 40 or so, and we're 37 here. I look like a retired movie star, isn't that? Yeah, that's what Brevis's girlfriend said. Yeah. John Doe is a Chippendale dancer, senior circuit. Oh, is that right? You guys are funny. You can be funny. I like it when you're funny. It's good to have fun on here, but you got to, within certain boundaries, so you don't wind up in jail and for 10 years. Brevis invites you to the March wedding. Yeah, right. Why would she marry that goober? I don't understand it, but well, to each his own. I don't know. What am I supposed to say to that? What am I really supposed to say to that? How about nothing? Brevis is he's immaterial to me. He's got his own set of problems, okay? The word actually is insignificant. Actually doing a live on my phone, it was really easy to... Yeah. We're live, baby, we're live. Yes, 8 years, guys, 8 years anniversary. I'm not fucking around here, man. It was 8 years. Well, hit the live button and boom, 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 boom on this, baby. See what I'm saying? Hello. She's on her phone, I'm on mine. I always got to do like this to see the lettering, because the lettering is so small.
Yung cellphone pag,
Yeah.
Pero gikalimpag
Anyway,
yun.
do I look frail,
Pero
guys?
gikalimpag yun niya akong
I'm actually
cellphone.
overweight by, let's see, 68, 78. My normal weight, 168. That's my real comfort zone. So 7 pounds. 170.
Yeah, cellphone.
I'm actually 7 pounds over what I consider my normal weight.
Ang saan cellphone?
Have you thought of writing Fazio's eulogy
99.
on YouTube? John Blaze already did a little eulogy. This is a guy that, loves Fazio so much, but had a checkered past with him.
Oh.
Certainly did. Gilda's waving hello to the good people. That was Gilda's hand. Say hello, Gilda. We got 13 thumbs up. I'll take that. Come on, but 13 is not a good number. We got 42 people here. Even if you are a troll, And Josh says, hi, Gilda. Okay. Yeah. Elite tactical risk. Yeah. Miss Hemminger says, Frank, if you could bring Fazio back from the grave, would you or would you? I think he'd be more peaceful wherever he is now. That's what I think. I think life
No
has
more
been a
pain.
struggle for him, I think. No, I think life has been a struggle for him. Dealing with, he hasn't had a woman for so many years in his life. He was living alone in this terrible, unhygienic shack. He didn't have much of a life, but he was alive. That was the whole thing. Was he happy? No. And he tried to be like this other goober, make you believe life is great. The guy's behind jail cell, and he's doing great. My life is great. Clang jail cell, bad future. Him and Fazio were alike in that way. They were both cocky, both narcissistic, self-serving, and all that, and greedy, and e-beggars. But I think they had some similarities. Is Blaze the father of Bravest? I don't know. He looked better, a bit tubbier. I am 7 pounds more. Gummy Worm Gaming wants a shout out. Okay, Gummy Worm Gaming. Gummy Worm Gaming. I think I know who that is, actually. But Blaze is, no, it's a gay name. Blaze. Blaze. How about Blazette? Hello, okay. Come here. Okay. Oh, I'm not sure what I'm having tonight for dinner. Did you start something already?
Yeah, I did first. I'm just waiting.
You gonna make wraps? Oh, we're gonna eat that again?
No rice.
Oh, yeah, rice. Yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that. Yeah. Okay, let's see. That's a sub, bro. 38 strong. Come on, folks. Just to let you know, Hemminger says I'm rooting for you. Okay. And I will disappear after this. Okay. Now, what's going on with Philly in the Philippines? And he felt that he has to move out of his area and always on Walking Street. There's something really strange about that. Well, he lived near that area. There's something funny about this guy. Now, the reason he wears sunglasses, he's got these dark-ass eyes. Deep, dark, like black eyes. Hit the like button, everybody, says, for Frankie. My friend's name is Liam, like the actor. I watch all those movies with Liam, what's his name, Liam Nielsen? Okay. JD says, Philly, what is he going to vlog about? If not AC, I have no idea. Maybe Ace put a note on his motorcycle that said she's pregnant. Josh. And we went up to 41 earlier. Okay, I realize this is really not a good time. Now I'm gonna have to eat something, but we were just trying out the new phone. See, I'm broke, so I go out and buy a new phone. Go figure that. I guess broke is wonderful, and you could buy things that you want, make trips and pay for lawyers. People are asking me about this shit. No, the lawyer is paid for. The only thing I have to pay is when we have to make a trip to the court. Like a $100 bill or something like that. No, he's paid for. He has to represent me through the whole case. He's paid for. Barry's not costing me all crazy money, right? The main thing was, retaining him. Anything extra on the side, of course you're gonna pay a little bit more. Yeah, shout out. Sub, just call me Warrior. Okay. JD says the stream is crystal clear, good picture and audio. Thank you. Gummy Worm Gaming. I'm gay, is that bad? Well, you're not trying to mount me, so we're okay. Break coffee, says Barry update. I don't really feel like talking about him. I made a mention on there. It's just that he's chasing his tail. I can tell you that. I don't know what else you want to say. Here we go. I got more lighting in here now. He's facing reality, and he's really upset with himself. And he's been doing a lot of shows about me, which is really stupid. Because, that's what got him in trouble in the first place. I got a lapel mic. This thing is like really, not a lapel mic. I got this wireless mic and it's really wonderful. And I'm going to be using that a lot. I'm not using it now. I'm not actually gay. I'm just kidding, he said. Josh Flores says, hot money is on Barry to Argyle. No, I'm not going back. I don't have any reason to go to the United States. Seriously. My only relation to the United States is my brother. I talk to him like every other day or so, every couple of days. Like once every, I'm not planning. You died from cringe era. Yeah. Well, the only thing I can relation, and Tom Kinsey's here now. Next time you see Barry the Peckerwood in court with him, greetings from the outside free world. Raining Cats and Dogs says the new phone is okay. Okay. Shout out host, Cyber music lover. Josh Warrior says someone said you almost at 3 years on your visa. Well, I'm supposed to be illegal, right? According to somebody. No, when I have to leave the country, it's going to be a vacation with me and the miss here. 11. What's that number for, Kinsey? What is that number, Tom Kinsey? 1111. Oh, 11111. Philippines and Beyond says Frank, if your brother was homeless in Hawaii, would you have him move in with you in Bantayan? No. Fazio got his karma. Well, I'm not even going to respond to that. 43 strong. 43 strong. Karma's a bitch sometimes, you know. It's a bitch. But, you know, hey, we're all talking about his death, and I have not seen any verification. So I always said that 1%. I always carry that 1%. I leave it open. 999. What are these numbers for? I'm not sure. What are these numbers for? I have no idea. Hey, Elite Nice YouTube channel. Oh, Elite Tactical. Okay. They're saying he's gone. You know, well, remains to be seen, right? So it's been an interesting 2024 so far, hasn't it? It certainly has. Wow, what's next to come? I'm almost afraid to find out. How about 1,000 for both? Give me the discount. What did he talk about? They're talking about numbers on here. We got trading something? Frank, apparently there will be no grave for you to piss on. No, I wouldn't piss on Fazio's grave. They will cremate him. Tom Kidd, I gotta go down on these messages here. Tom Kidd, sorry about that, Frank. I was just testing my keyboard on a computer. Okay, you're confusing me here. Things happen in threes. Yeah, they tend to. I want Barry's bathwater. Oh my gulai. You guys are bad. No, that would be toxic. His bathwater would be awfully toxic. I don't know if it'd be more toxic than Fazio's, but it might be neck and neck on that one. Yeah, I noticed Barry's hair with little fuzz was coming out was all gray. He's only what, 49, going on 50 or something. Fazio could be living at the beach. Baracco Coffee says, does Barry have a channel? Well, it's hard to find. Heminger said his stubbornness killed him because this was treatable. Well, of course it was treatable. We live in a modern day of all kinds of antibiotics. I'm sure those antibiotics even helped me. I could have got pneumonia. See, when you get older and you get any kind of a chest infection like that, it turns bronchial. It can turn into pneumonia. And thank goodness that you're living in this modern age where we do have antibiotics. Take advantage. Look, as I said, I don't believe in antibiotics. But because I'm a little bit older, it's a wise idea to take them, but take probiotics afterwards. Really. Heminger says he could have gotten it treated if he went to the hospital earlier instead of blamed it on a mosquito. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Gummy said my mom just died last night. Are you serious? No, is anybody serious on here, really? Yeah, she had a welding wound. She certainly did. Probably scarred. He was having her do work for him. She wasn't getting paid for anything. Yeah, she nearly had a staph infection. That's why she probably got out of there. I think she had problems at home and her family, and they didn't want her there or something. So she had to go to the Oasis in Panglao and stay with him. That's what I think happened. That's just my thoughts. But she had to put up with to live there. I mean, how could anybody put themselves through that? That place probably smelled like the Dickens. I don't know how she did it. I gotta give her credit. I don't know how she did it. Tom Kinsey, Barry said that he's having a great time in jail. I'm sure he is. He wishes you were there with him. Well, that ain't gonna happen. Just having to say, Frank, buy the urn from Daisy. So you could pass it. Yeah, I'd like to have his urn. That would be interesting. Like Barry's picture on my wall in jail. It'd be like part of my unique collection of oddities. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, I'm fairly healthy. I'm feeling good. I got a lot of energy. God, you got to see me when I run around. I don't mean physically run, but when I'm out and about, man, I got more energy than most people younger than me. Hamager says, imagine Ruckus Frank. You'll have trolls named Frankums. I don't know. Can you turn that fan on, dear? It's just really humid today in this house. All right, we're down to 31 here, so we had a little downfall because the hours is just not right. We'll try to do a show another time when it's a proper hour. We went up to 41 today, I think, so we had a pretty good show here. Really big shoe, guys, really big shoe. This is the year of Frank, Mrs. Heminger says. Fazio gone and Obama deported for 2024. No. He's not going to be deported for a long time. My guess, and an educated one, that he will be serving time in jail. But you know, worst scenario, if you want to call it a worst scenario, okay, he serves how much time in his detention, you know, and that's a lot of punishment right there. Think about it. Oh, I had nothing to do with that, he says. What the idiot doesn't understand is that we filed 2 cases. One was for the cyber, one was for the immigration. There were 2 cases filed. Not 1, but 2. That information he filed went straight to the commissioner. That's why they enacted upon his arrest. It took a lot of planning, okay? It took a lot of research to figure out where he was staying. It wasn't easy. It was not easy. It took a lot of work, but we got it down. We got it down. I told you, even my lawyer accompanied 5 agents in a van. He drove his own truck. In fact, you know how I get to the hearings? My lawyer has a beautiful truck pickup. I pay him a fee, of course, for the hearing. But he rides us all the way there to the court and back. What a deal, huh? Tom Kinsey says, it's an effigy to the Fazio. Let's all build this hotel. Well, I'm sure that'll work. Mr. Frank, you got a lot of secret supports behind the scenes. The Swampcast is trying hard to portray that you have no support. Little do they know how much support I actually have. Understand something on here, you know, terminology, sock accounts. I don't have that many people against me. There are people with many sock accounts. Peckerwood is one that has many. Kevin Tuttle has numerous. Roberto has numerous ones. We could go down the list. Sock accounts, that's all it is. And Barry has sock accounts too. And so does Warren. And Warren is still alive. Okay, well listen, man, I'm going to have to get out of here because it's about time to eat. I basically was just trying out this phone, is all I've been trying to do. And it works just, boom, live, just like that. Just one button, go live and just you know, fucking A. I couldn't do that on my other phone. I just could not do that. So, show me a little support, and we'll come on more often as a live, because it's been a real downer for me, a downer to upload. It just takes so damn long. Remember, don't believe everything you hear on YouTube. We got some very upset man that's sitting in jail right now that doesn't have a clue. He thinks he's a lawyer. All this talk about free speech, it's a big laugh. It's a big fucking laugh. Thank you for coming by, Johnny Adriel. It's a laugh. I know the outcome of this pretty much, but who knows? Who knows? Okay, he's got a novice lawyer that's going to represent him, but maybe not even be official lawyer. I don't know. They're novices. They're interns. I got a professional trial lawyer, a seasoned trial lawyer. Look, the outcome is just not going to be good for him. I keep on telling them, guys, if you keep on doing shows about me like this and doing the same thing that got you into trouble, how's it going to work out for you? It's not. That's the point. Okay. It's crazy. Oh, he's not going to confirm. Okay. How do I get out of here now? We're out of here, folks. Thanks for joining my live feed. We went up to 40-something today at a very unusual time to have anybody on. Thank you for your support. We'll see you again, probably live, baby. Live. Bye, guys.